Intro coming at you hot and heavy. You heard me? That sounded wrong. I might leave that in, to be honest.
Intro coming at you hot and heavy, my guy.
Welcome back to episode 5 of the Rich and Ted Talk Football Podcast. I'm Ted.
This is Rich.
How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing fine, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, dog. Like we finally back. We gonna talk about some football today. Hopefully, that's the plan for
Yes,
today.
sir.
Last week shit kind of got last episode shit kind of got derailed, but we're gonna try to get this shit back on track. So, yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about with today's episode. So let's just jump right into it. First thing first, I want to say, as far as the Drew Brees situation from last week,
From last episode.
look, I keep saying last week. We're supposed to do this weekly. We're gonna get this shit right one day.
We'll get
But
it right.
I've been kind of understanding, like basically what everything I said last week, last episode, kind of stands. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing was, like I said, he a white guy that don't understand, how we feel as black people. So you expect him to say something like that, but I guess my thing is that's not the first time he said it, which is why it pissed me off so bad. Like you would think he would get it at this point. Like I said, I never thought Breeze was a racist or nothing like that. So, I'm starting to, I'm getting back in good graces with Breeze. I kind of at this point I'm just hoping that shit don't derail our season. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I have to say on it. I think I'm working on getting towards good graces with him again. I think shit'll be all right. Like I said, actions speak louder than words. So, knowing Breeze, he gonna show that. Like I said in last episode, Breeze was down here in New Orleans after Katrina. He was well embedded in this community. You feel me? Kind of like Shannon Sharp said, like the reason people were so outraged because it's you. Like Drew Brees didn't had black people support more than pretty much any quarterback ever. You feel me? So of all people, we would expect you to understand. You get me? So, after a couple weeks, and let the shit die down, I think I'm back in good graces. What's your stance on it at this point?
I mean, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, I did watch what Shannon was talking about, and what he said was really true. People do support Drew Brees more than any other quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, it's
got
for
more black support than any other
right,
quarterback.
and it's for a good reason. Like I said, after Katrina, Breeze didn't have to do that. Breeze, we in Louisiana, like we've seen what Breeze meant to this state. You know what I'm saying, and how he was down here with the people. You know what I'm saying, he stands for hope. So, like I said, I can understand the people. If people still, not really feeling Breeze at this point, I 100% understand. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just my thing is, I'm older than you, so I guess I kind of not saying that, because you're younger, you don't get it. It's just like, like I actually like was old enough to remember how bad Katrina was. And to remember like actually like seeing how Breeze was down here in this community. You know what I'm saying? So you wasn't that old when that shit happened. Probably was 4, 5 years old at that point. So I ain't trying to throw your age out there, but you know what I mean? Like shit,
Sound like a baby or something, bro.
You was pretty young. Like I said, I remember that. I do now that I think back on that shit. I'm like, damn, I feel old, honestly. Yeah, so it's like I said, man, that's pretty much where I stand on it. So let's just get into some news. We don't want to take all day rambling on some shit. First things first, I guess we're gonna get out the way because I mean it literally happened today. Dallas Goddard got punched in his shit at a restaurant out of nowhere. It seems like dude just came out of nowhere with the Hadouken and like folded his shit. Like it said he went to the hospital or some shit. I'm like, God, who
Yeah,
the
he
fuck
did go to
punched
the
this nigga?
hospital.
Like, damn. Like that's a big ass tight end. Son.
Oh man, that's a big
Oh,
ass.
I mean, from what we heard, he's fine. But I mean, I couldn't not talk about that, especially after it popped up as an alert on my phone. I'm like, damn, did this nigga get knocked the fuck out or something? You know what I'm saying?
The funniest part about the whole situation, though, is the situation isn't funny because nobody should just go around knocking people shit. You heard me?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? At a restaurant, like
it was like the way they reported it was like the punch reportedly came out of nowhere provoked. You heard me? Like when I read it,
that's what I'm saying. I was like, oh, okay, like. Who is the person that teed off in his shit like that? Like, damn.
Saw NFL player punching him.
Dude just seen Dallas got him. Like, yo, I don't like that motherfucker. Son.
You're not living up to your potential and just jabs.
Decked his dumb ass, and I was like, damn. Well, he fine. I mean,
somebody who had him on a fantasy team or something, bro.
Yeah, he must have fucked over them. He must have lost in their fantasy league this year, this past season, because that's fucking nuts. Like, I can't just see like Jared Cook being somewhere. Any fucking football player at that, you know what I'm saying? And somebody just walk up to him and just, uppercut they fucking ass like out of nowhere. Falcon punch them motherfuckers into oblivion. Like, damn. Like, well, like, I mean, look, prayers up for Dallas Goedert. I hope he be okay, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that jaw must be glass. Dude had to go to the hospital like shit, nigga. Like, who punched this dude? Like, who had to be a big motherfucker, you know?
Man just can't.
Like, dude, like that's not no small motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying, that he just I mean, hey.
And the only other thing, they really don't even know who did it.
Like I said, dude had Dallas Goedert on his fantasy team, and he wasn't feeling dude. So he seen he had to take out that shit. He must have put a lot of money into his league.
He must have had a flashback about that, bro.
Yeah, he about to be sitting in jail for some stupid shit. But I mean, hey, for what I read, dude, fine. Luckily, I mean. So that's all I got on that. Moving on to our next topic. Zeke got the Rona, and a couple other
Corona
Cowboys players. I'm not gonna say I'm not surprising. That's kind of to be expected. Like I know these people have big names, but I mean this was a virus that pretty much was everywhere. So it's not shocking to hear about anybody having it. Like I said, hopefully everybody recover from it, in a timely manner. And that's pretty much all I got on that. Anything you have to say about? I mean, it's not really nothing to talk about on that.
Not about that, no.
Yeah, like I said, hopefully it didn't like spread like drastically, but like I said, I'm not surprised by hearing anybody has gotten it at this point.
It was just Cowboys and Texans, though. Really, Texas, as you can see.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
we also expected that too because cases spiked up in Texas over the last week or so.
I mean, I just expected to be honest, if anybody said they had it, I just expected. I mean, the shit, like I said, just swept across the country like a fucking wildfire, I mean, anybody could have got it, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it started getting spread so quickly, you don't know who could have had it, So wishing all them guys a speedy recovery. Hopefully, nobody, I'm not gonna speak that. You know what I'm getting at, you know what I'm saying? But that's all we have on that. Any other news?
The Jamal Adams trade request.
Oh yeah, how do I forget about that? That's the biggest thing. First, I wanted to mention Deebo Samuel suffered a broken foot over the past week. With some players' injury, some shit sound serious. I mean, that is serious.
No, it wasn't a serious break though. It was something he could play in the beginning of the season still.
Okay. Well, yeah.
They say he's gonna be back by week 2, week 3. He's gonna be back.
Okay, cool. I wish him a speedy recovery. I know as a Saints fan, I'm like, whatever to soften the 49ers up for anybody. I'm cool with it, but I'm not that type of person. Like I want team. I don't wish no injuries on anybody. You feel me? So like I said, hopefully he have a speedy recovery. But the Jamal Adams trade request, are we shocked at all by this?
Nah, I'm I'm shocked that they won't really pay him.
Of course, we shocked at that. I mean, why wouldn't you pay him of all people? Like, dude, easily one of the best safeties in the league.
Exactly.
So, I think I looked at it as like he just want to get out of New York.
New York.
You know, I mean, you know how I feel about Adam Gase as a coach. I mean, that team, honestly, if you look at it, it has too much talent to be as bad as they've been recently. You know, so I'm not shocked. I've been hearing a lot of people say they think the Buccaneers is a landing target. I pray to God that's not the case.
Hey, Sam, that he actually, they said he came out early and said Buccaneers are one of the places.
I've been hearing a lot about that, man. I really pray to God that's not the case. Like I know I talked about shit about Breeze not being scared of that team, but I'll be lying if I said they don't have some pieces, man. And Jamal Adams,
Adams,
look how Minkah
run
Fitzpatrick,
support, all that. You know, he comes down, make tackles on the run, all around.
Yeah, I mean, look how Minkah Fitzpatrick turned the Steelers defense around. Like shit, safety seem to be like one of those under the radar positions lately, but
yeah,
good enough safety shit. That's a drastic thing to have on a team, especially for a team like Tampa Bay. So we can keep our eyes on that. I was about to say maybe they'll just pay him.
Episode.
Like I was about to. Oh yes, for sure. Like I said, you would think they would just pay him of all people, but then again, if they could trade him, they should be able to get some pretty good shit for him. You know what I'm saying? And for a team like the Jets, I wouldn't be opposed to trading him. Honestly, I mean, yeah, you don't wouldn't want to lose somebody like that, but at the same time, but you know, it's still Adam Gase, so he gonna fuck it up anyway. So I mean, who knows? Like I said, we're gonna keep you posted on that. Because like you said, if something happens tomorrow, fuck, we gonna do an emergency episode or something on that. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So that's pretty much all we got on news. So we're gonna go ahead and move into one of the main topics we have for the day, which is something we spoke on shortly in the last episode, is why is Cam Newton not signed? I think I'm not even gonna say I think we all know Cam's good enough to be signed right now. Like ain't a question. You feel me? Like, and there's a couple of teams that I know could use Cam Newton. Like, I mean, shit, even in the little draft recap, little small conversation we had, I was like, the Chargers, that's a plug and play. And
I've been yelling Chargers since they released them.
It's a perfect fit. Like the Chargers still got one of the best rosters in the league. You know what I'm saying?
I told you he just fits LA. Not only do they need a quarterback, you bring in a different style of quarterback. Phillip Rivers was not mobile. You bringing in something new. He actually younger than Phillip Rivers. Then on top of that,
he got an Austin Eckler there, similar to McCaffrey. He got receivers there, something Cam never had.
And he just fits the personality for LA. And y'all want fans. Cam comes with fans. Y'all want money, that brings money in. I mean, it just makes sense.
And not even that. No, I mean, that is a big, pull, but at the same time, like Cam Newton, with that team that y'all have, is talented enough to win y'all 10 games easily. You know what I'm saying? With the roster y'all have. So it's not just, I mean, we saying the Chargers because we feel like that's the perfect fit. But it's a bunch of other teams that could sign Cam. I'm looking at New England. I'm about to say Carolina.
New England don't want him.
I almost said Carolina.
Right now.
Chicago could. I mean, he just got released by Carolina, so it was a bit stupid for me to say that. I wasn't thinking, but I mean, Chicago could have really used them, but they went. They traded or they got Foles. So.
And I mean, it's kind of weird because I mean, it's like if y'all would have waited, y'all wouldn't have to get rid of anything.
Exactly. I mean, y'all could have just signed Cam Newton. Like, come on, do we really think Mitch Trubisky is the answer?
Nah, we all nobody thinks that.
You know, I mean, that could have been a move. Who else could use a quarterback? It's a few teams. I don't want to
Say
sit here.
Redskins. I mean,
Oh, see that the thing they just drafted. Which again, like, okay, you're right. They just drafted Haskins, but why he can't sit down for a while? You know,
they've been
New
talking
York.
about that a lot in New York.
He could no. They let Danny Dimes sit down for a while behind Cam. You know what I'm saying? Or a year or two.
Yeah, for real.
You
You
know,
want to
like
sign? I'm not saying something to a long contract. I mean,
now I do understand as somebody like Cam Newton, you want to go somewhere with a long contract, but honestly, when you look at the league, nobody really has an opening for a long term
and the
that
way the
really
money's set up,
has that much of a need for a quarterback that bad. You know, like I said, I think the Chargers is probably the most they drafted one. Uh, Jacksonville, maybe. I mean, we don't know how Minshew's gonna look. He looked decent last season. I mean, if he can, improve on that, then I could see them on the road with him. But I mean, it wouldn't hurt to bring somebody in like Cam Newton. Like I said, they got weapons, and let Minshew sit another season. Because he didn't look terrible. It's just like it's not like I don't like I said. I kind of if you want to argue with me that Colin Kaepernick been out of the league too long, hasn't played enough, even though his last couple of years he was playing, production started going down. You want to argue with me that he don't deserve a starting job? I understand that, right? Do he deserve a job? Period. Though I mean, with Cap, yeah, he better than like most of these fucking backups. I mean, when Cap first got blackballed, they got Jay Cutler out of retirement in Miami. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's a difference. But you gonna tell me that Cam Newton can't get a starting job in the league? Like, knock it off. You know, that one just don't make sense to me
at all.
So, I mean, maybe in the near future, somebody will sign Cam. I mean, but you would think he'll be signed by now, Because I mean, before the injury happened, he was on pace. He was having a pretty damn good season with North Turner and all them. You know what I'm saying? He was looking pretty damn good. So I don't know, bro. That just I don't understand that. I believe Cam
that really baffles a lot of people.
It's confusing. Like it's like legit. And it's crazy. Speaking of Twitter, because that's another thing we got to get to. Some of the shit I see on Twitter, but I see people on Twitter acting like Cam just was an average quarterback. I'm sitting here like, dude, do you not realize the season Cam won his MVP? His leading receiver was Ted Ginn. Ted Ginn not even a receiver like that. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we saying here? Like, dude never really had he had Steve Smith for a short period of time. But from Steve Smith, who he had from there? I know people want to say Kelvin Benjamin. Kelvin Benjamin wasn't doing shit. I mean, that didn't last. Like, come on, man. Even like I said, with DJ Moore, that shit looked like it was going to turn into something. And I mean, since Kyle Allen, we starting to know that DJ Moore better than we all was expecting him to be. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like,
but he had a bunch of bigger receivers over his career, like tall. Like they never really got any kind of like really, I wouldn't say talent, like big name receivers. Like, and then they passed. Like they never really drafted them either, though. Like y'all never went out and really drafted receivers.
Well,
y'all were in positions to get them too.
They drafted DJ Moore, and
that's why I was about to say too. DJ Moore, when DJ Moore came around, I think they played a season with DJ Moore and Cam.
I think DJ Moore was injured or something happened. I know we didn't see much of DJ Moore when he first got there. But now that they got DJ Moore, they got Robbie Anderson, which I think is a good piece to have. With Christian McCaffrey, like, look, I love Bridgewater, man. I honestly think the Panthers kind of made a smart decision. I mean, Bridgewater got less wear and tear on him. With an offense like that, he should be able to carry that. You feel me? But that's why, like, looking at what Cam could have went into with the pieces they got picked up, you know what I'm saying, this season with McCaffrey and they got Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore starting to come into his own. I'm like, shit, plug Cam in the Chargers offense. Man, that's dangerous. Like that just make the most sense to me. You know? So I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, it would be nuts if we go into this season and Cam not on the team. Like, I'm gonna be looking.
A lot of people are basically predicting he's gonna get on the team towards like middle of the season when quarterback, like when people start getting hurt and they really start making roster moves.
Bro, that's insane to me. Like for real. Like the Chargers decided to go with Tyrod Taylor for Herbert to sit behind when Cam's sitting. Like, well, I mean, they might have picked up Tyrod before that, but still, you got Cam Newton sitting right there. Shit, the Raiders could sign Cam Newton. Look, I think Derek Carr was pretty good, but I think Derek Carr his time just up. He might need just to change the scenery. The Bengals could sign Cam. Well, nah, they ain't gonna do that. I mean, it's all burrowed up. You know what I'm saying? But still, you know what I'm saying? Like the Raiders for sure should sign Cam. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Cam Newton end up in Las Vegas. Oh, but we will see, bro. Like I said, we will see. That shit just baffles. I'm sitting here like, damn, like really, why? That dude really deserve a job right now. Like I said, if you want to make the argument that Cap, maybe not, you know, it's been too long, but Cam Newton, it's nothing nobody could really tell
and
me.
I mean, they
otherwise.
They can miss me with the he's not in shape. Cause I mean, Cam Newton looks in damn good shape. I don't know if you really watch him, you know.
I'm telling you, before the injury, dude, he was playing like flawed. Dude was on the roll. Like, he was looking like MVP Cam again. He was back to Superman, man. Like I'm like, so it's not like he don't have it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the injuries, and the Panthers gave up on dude.
And I mean, Panthers don't have an all too good old line.
No, they haven't had a good offensive line. Like his pretty much his whole time. No, he stayed beat the fuck up.
That's why I felt like another reason for the Chargers too.
Well, the Chargers also don't have that good of an offensive line either.
Better than the Panthers.
Is it though?
They kept Phillip Rivers up more than they kept more than Panthers.
Yeah, Cam got his ass beat. Yeah. But see, that was another reason why I was like, okay, the Colts went with Rivers, but shit, let Cam get behind Quentin Nelson and all them in Indianapolis, bro.
Oh yeah, that's why you remember I was calling Phillip Rivers go to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, look, I think Phillip Rivers is the difference between him and Cam is that I think Phillip Rivers might be done. I don't see Phillip Rivers shaking back. I mean, he might be all right. I don't see that being better than if they would have brought in Cam. But I don't know, bro. Look, it's starting to look like another. I ain't gonna jump to that yet. You know what I'm saying, what I'm going with this. But we'll see, bro. Time will tell.
Don't you dare say it.
I ain't gonna say it yet. But I mean, look, like I was saying, bro, with Kaepernick's situation, I could understand. Cap production started going down.
Don't even mention the other name right now.
But Cam Newton, you're not about to convince me. Like you not that no, hell no. Like, but I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, maybe we'll come back to it. But you know what I'm saying, bro. I mean, ain't no reason Cam shouldn't have a fucking job. But whatever, bro. Let's get into our other main topic, and this is the bullshit I see on Twitter. So one day I was just scrolling through Twitter, and I just seen like a random, like it was just like a bunch of, it was a bunch of posts where people was arguing back and forth about who's a better quarterback between Josh Allen and Kirk Cousins.
Wait, before you finish that statement, it's a lot of them going around.
It's a lot. I've been seeing that shit for weeks now.
There's a lot of them going around.
But that, for some reason, that one, I'm like, where the fuck did that even come from? I mean, you always see people talk shit on Twitter about, you know, this quarterback. You'll be amazed at some of the shit Jets fans say about Sam Darnold. We'll get into that. We're gonna get into that in a few.
Yeah.
But I was like, Josh Allen and Kirk Cousins. How did debate even start? Like, who compares the two of them? Like, seriously, Kirk Cousins been in the league for how long now? At least what, a good 6 years, maybe more. Like, Josh Allen was on his second season, showed improvement. Like the quarterbacks, they're not even the same type of like. What was the comparison? But it's been like, look, I understand they quarterbacks, so I can see the comparison. But it's like, of all comparisons, where that one come from? You know what I'm saying? Like Vikings and Bills fans beefing on? Like, what the fuck that? I don't know. So me seeing that made me think, who would I rather, Kirk Cousins or Josh Allen? So I'm gonna let you answer that question.
I prefer Kirk. That's just me though. Kirk, okay. You know how much we like Kirk from.
Right. I like
Kirk anyway. And I don't really feel like he's really bad. And even like his first season, though, like we judged Kirk, but Kirk didn't have a bad season the first season when he was in Minnesota either.
It wasn't terrible, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe some of the decision making. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the decision making was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
In some of those situations. But like statistic wise and like getting some shit done wise, he lost them some games, but he also won them some games too, though.
Right.
But it's kind of a pro and con. I don't want to say pros and cons.
Well, he got his upside. He got his.
You want to see? I'll say trying to decide if the good outweighs the bad kind of situation with him. I mean, I still pick Kurt. I mean,
would you say Kurt is elite?
Nah.
Okay. Let me tell you why I wanted to have this conversation on this episode. Because honestly, for one, it came out of nowhere when I was seeing it. I'm like, that shit was so random to me. Yeah. But it honestly made me think like way too deeper into that debate than I would usually think about quarterback debates. And this is the rabbit hole I kind of went down, right? So, I've been talking highly of Kirk lately because we always said Kirk not going to win the big games. But I've been saying that since he came to New Orleans and won a playoff game, which was one of the hardest place to win a game, you know what I'm saying? I could see that building somewhat, you feel me? So for some reason, that win in New Orleans has me feeling like Kirk gonna step his game up. Like we're not gonna question primetime Kirk no more. Like I feel like that's gonna be a confidence booster, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna go into next season and we can see his full potential, right? Now, I can't say that's gonna happen for sure, because that win might not be anything. I mean, Vikings usually beat the Saints in the playoffs and go on to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I could be thinking too much into that. But I also me and you talk about Josh Allen, not as much as we, not as much on the show, but we did talk about how we think he showed a lot of improvement from his rookie season to this last season, right? And I'm like, if he could, get his accuracy down, which is not terrible, and some of his decision making, which also is not terrible, into that playoff game, bro, man. I don't much want to get started on that. That lateral pissed me off. Like I was a Bills fan, you know what I'm saying? I was up off the fucking chill, like screaming at the TV, like, Josh, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like. I'm like, this dude just threw our season away. Like, I'm a Bills fan. I was heated. And I've been trying. I'm like, I'm not going to hold that. And then he took the sack in that game. I'm like, okay, you know what? Sean McDermott made some stupid-ass decisions in that situation. But I'm like, you know what? It's their first year in the playoffs. They're going to learn from that. I mean, look at Lamar. His first playoff game was terrible. Came back next season, MVP. You know what I'm saying? You see why I say this debate made me think more about this than I usually would. But anyway, after thinking about all that shit collectively, I'm like, damn, I really don't know who I would rather have. But all that aside, I would have to say Kirk Cousins, honestly. And it's not by a long shot though. It's not like by a lot, honestly. Like it's not by probably like as much as you would say.
Oh, no, because I got one for you already, so I'm about to slap you with one.
Oh no, we're gonna get to that in a second. I just want to get past this one. I figure we'll take the most time on this one probably because it's been like it's so random, dude. Like who's sitting around comparing Josh Allen or Kirk Cousins. Like that's what? But I would take Kirk Cousins, and it's because I already liked Kirk Cousins. When he first left Washington, I want the Saints to sign him because I'm like, Breeze getting old. We could use Kirk. Like I think Kirk will fit the Saints offense pretty well, you feel me?
Yeah.
I never thought Kirk Cousins was terrible, you feel me? So and it's nothing not to shit on Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen a lot. You know? But I think the safer pick, honestly, like if I'm having to pick a quarterback for my team, the safer option would probably be Kirk Cousins. So thinking about that, it kind of made me want to have some other quarterback head-to-head debates. Probably won't take as much time as we took on this last one. So, do you have any that you would like to bring up?
Comparisons, yeah. Well, kind of. Would you rather? I had Kirk and Jimmy G.
Is that hard though? I mean, I'm shit. That is kind of hard. Now that I think. You know what, bro? I was about to say Jimmy G overrated. This past season kind of made me. I don't want to say dislike Jimmy G, but it kind of made me be like, he's starting to get a bit. And I can't even say he's getting overrated. You know what I'm saying? I guess when I look at how 49ers fans look, that's their quarterback. You know, they gotta hype their quarterback up.
Shoot, they got him for the next 2 years, so they might as well do it.
Exactly. But I mean, in all honesty, Jimmy G, when the ball is in his court, when the ball got to be in his hand to win the game, son, sometimes he just don't look ready, bro. Like for real. Like they could say the same thing about Kirk Cousins.
That's what I'm saying.
But that is a bit tougher than I was expecting.
If you go look at that, I'll give you a sec to pull up their stats. You'll see how similar they look.
I might surprise you with this one, bro. I'm going with you.
Matter of fact, look. I'm about to screenshot with you right quick so you can see something.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one. I think, honestly, let's see.
See though.
Okay. All right.
You see, he got right here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll switch these. Then you got your Kirk right. It's Kirk, Jimmy. Right.
Sorry, we know this is not a visual podcast. We just need to pull something up right quick. But they pretty similar.
Look at right here.
That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, their stats not as crazy different as you know. I mean, Jimmy G do have more turnovers.
Yeah. 7 more. Literally. Jimmy G threw one more touchdown than Kirk. 26-27. Jimmy G turned the ball more over. Jimmy G just had 300 more passing yards. Pass percentage was the same.
That's only you would think of that shit. Because I never thought to compare them to. I'll be honest with you though. You might be like, what? I mean, but honestly, I think I might go with Jimmy G, man. Because I honestly think Jimmy G might be a safer option. Yeah. I should say, like, even though, like, we just say he turned the ball over more, but you get what I'm saying. Like, he come from that Patriots line of shit, and when he first stepped in for Brady when he was suspended, he stepped in and was fine. That got him a starting job. He looked good. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Jimmy G is terrible. I just honestly think that for the situation he's in right now, he has everything that he would need for a team, basically. Like, and that's the same way I feel about Kirk Cousins. Like, they both quarterbacks that I like, but I don't think either one of them would elevate a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you don't look at either one of them and be like, oh, the reason this team is as good as they are is because it's because of them.
Yeah.
Like they both in similar situations. They both got good running games. Somewhat they got decent. Well, the 49ers offensive line is better. Decent receiving core. The Vikings have a better one. Both got damn good defenses and pretty good coaches. You know what I'm saying? Even though I have my thoughts on Shanahan here and there, but he's a pretty good coach. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think me personally, I would take Jimmy G in that situation because Kirk still haven't. It's crazy because I just picked Kirk over Josh, and I was singing his praises. It's even though I said all that stuff about Kirk, seemed like he gonna improve after this season. I still have to see that. Like I'm kind of going off a feeling what I said before, but you still have to wait and see if he gonna improve. Like if he gonna go out there and win the primetime game. You know what I'm saying? So I guess until I see that, I don't really know. Like I guess Jimmy G would be the safer pick in my opinion. What you say?
I mean, Jimmy G would be safest because I told you how I feel. I don't feel like Jimmy G would literally lose you a game.
Exactly.
I feel like Jimmy G,
I feel like Jimmy G is the perfect
keeping you from losing one.
Yeah, I feel he that perfect mix
safety net.
Yeah, I feel he that perfect mix of. It's funny because like we just said, he had more interceptions. I feel he that perfect, but I feel he that perfect mix of.
He's also played more. He's also started less than Kirk too.
Exactly, and he's played in like some of his performances in some of the games he had to play, pretty damn good. So I don't know. I think the safer pick for me personally would be Jimmy G.
I'll go with Jimmy G also. Yeah.
That's a pretty good debate right there, son. You kind of hit me with that one. You said it was going to be a good one. I got a funny one for you.
All right, I'm listening.
Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield?
Sam.
I say that.
I go with Sam, bro. Hey. And I'm kind of mad about Sam Darnold right now because I just saw some people debating Sam Darnold or Matt Stafford on Twitter.
Why do people like what the? Okay, that's Twitter for you. But okay,
literally right before we recorded, I was looking on here.
People legit was saying Sam Darnold was better than Matt Stafford.
I can literally send you.
You don't even have to send me people. Like I don't even take those type of people serious. Like come on.
It was like they were kind of debating. They like he a young Matthew Stafford.
No, he's not. He's not.
That's what they were literally debating. I don't know. I'm like.
What do you see young Matthew Stafford anywhere on Sam Darnold?
No.
That's not the shit on him. I just don't. He not fucking messed. That's disrespectful, son. I'm not even gonna lie. That's fucking disrespectful as shit.
I mean,
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Baker Mayfield and received a lot of shit, and rightfully so.
Maybe I gotta look at some stats for Mayfield.
I think don't look at the stats. They're not that great. They're not that great.
But I'm sticking with Sam. I'm just gonna go ahead and head off.
Yeah, they're not that great. I mean,
oh man.
But I mean, if you look at Mayfield,
from the jump, I see. From the jump, I see Sam Darnold takes care of the ball. Not better, better than Baker Mayfield, but not good at all.
It's better than Baker though. I mean, Baker, but this is why I said I would rather Baker Mayfield than Sam Darnold because I don't think Baker Mayfield. I don't think Sam Darnold is a bad quarterback. I think Baker Mayfield is the better quarterback. Like no bullshit. I mean, people can say what they want about that. I watched Baker Mayfield rookie season. The dude can't elevate that team. I do feel like he suffered from bad coaching, bad offensive play calling. Because my thing is with the way the Browns ran their offense, you have no offensive line. Why are you running fucking 4-5 step dropbacks to throw deep passes? It made no fucking sense. So I do think if he get the right type of offense, play calling, I could see him, thriving. He made some amazing throws, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like some shit that I'm like, yo, dude could be the truth, you know what I'm saying? Sam Darnold with me, and maybe it's not a Sam Darnold thing. It might just be an Adam Gase thing. I don't see it yet with Sam Darnold, bro. And I haven't seen it ever since he was about to get drafted, and they was talking about how highly everybody was speaking of him. Yeah. I just never seen it, bro. Like for real, it's just something about when I watch Sam Darnold, I'm not that impressed. You know, I mean, not to shit on him. Like I said, I think, dude, every quarterback from that draft, I think potentially could be good. You know, except Rosen, because I mean, we see what he had. Another one, I thought he could be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like none of them quarterbacks from that draft made me look at them and be like, they gonna suck. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them, I could see being decent. It's just something about, I don't know, when I look at Baker Mayfield.
About all of them have some poor decision making and some turnover kings. All of them have problems.
Well, Lamar
except for all of them came to the league with some turnover problems.
Yeah,
every single one.
It's expected from a rookie, though. You know, and Lamar just kind of got through into some shit. Like I don't.
I mean, that's true, but
I mean, look at the offense.
He always had the problem, though. He always had a problem holding the ball.
I mean, look at how that offense flipped from Joe Flacco to somebody like Lamar Jackson. I mean, I will always praise Harbaugh for that. You know, the way they was able to manage, keeping pretty much the most of that team together, and to be able to flip from an offense like that, a safe ass, boring offense, to something like as explosive as they got now. Yeah, I will always praise them for that. That shit was amazing. You feel me? But back to the Mayfield thing. Yeah, I think just based off what I watched, his rookie season was amazing. I said amazing. It was pretty damn good. You feel me? And I took some heat to that. You know what I'm saying? I know he looked bad last season, especially with all the weapons he had, but I don't think that was really his fault. Like the Browns really had bad coaching, like throughout that whole season. So I just don't see it with Darnold, son. So what would be your argument for Darnold over Mayfield?
I mean, I feel like just Darnold. I can't say he actually would win the game because you haven't really seen him do it yet. But I feel like Baker Mayfield too much of a outside distraction that Sam Darnold is. I mean,
that's true though. I will give you that. That is true. That's another thing with Mayfield. He run his mouth too much. He talk too much shit. Like they kind of put a target on their back. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't think Darnold terrible. Like the way Darnold played against the Cowboys, I know that might not be saying much, but the Cowboys defense wasn't no fucking pushover defense. He played pretty well. You know what I'm saying? But then he also had the game against New England, which is man.
You pick out New England against them, but I mean, New England defense is cold.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, I think I'm taking Mayfield with that one. It look while we at here, like while we here, we know this is a pretty sensitive topic for some people. Like, I don't give a fuck. I mean, whoever you say is better. I mean, that's up to you. People get pretty shitty about their quarterbacks. I understand. I defend the fuck out of Breeze, but if you disagree with us, let us know. You know what I'm saying? But I do have one for you. And this might come off a bit. Well, should I ask you the last one? You got another one?
Oh yeah. Daniel Jones or Mitch, man.
Man, this dude playing.
Daniel Jones and Mitch, bro. You had a funny one. I want a funny one.
I'm taking Daniel Jones, bro. I'm not fucking with Mr. Trubisky. Said, like, dude.
You want Danny Dimes?
I can't do it, so yes.
Well, I'm taking Mitch. I'm taking Mitch over the playing. I'm not really taking Mitch.
Bro, dude got a fumbling problem. We know. I mean, Daniel Jones. I don't know what that dude got to learn how to hold on to the fucking ball, son. Like, for real. Like, I ain't gonna lie, son. I like Daniel Jones, but that fumbling shit. I'm like, bro. Come on, bro. You can't hold on to the goddamn ball? But I fucks with Daniel Jones. I think he'll be a damn good quarterback, son. Like, I don't know. Like, it's something about that dude. I didn't see what he showed coming at all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that coming at all. I was like, because I remember the Giants draft. I'm like, yo, what the hell are they doing? You know what I'm saying? They seen something, and it kind of showed here and there. You know,
Yeah.
but we know the Giants was, they're still rebuilding, and the pieces ain't all the way there. But I mean, at his best, that dude looked pretty damn good, man. No bullshit. I've never seen Mr. Trubisky and be like, yo, he the answer ever, like at all. Even that game where they beat the shit out of the Cowboys this season, I'm still like, yeah, I mean, Mitch just ain't fuck up this game. Like, I mean, it wasn't nothing impressive. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what the fuck they seen in Mr. Trubisky from the jump. Like, for real. Like, dude was a project quarterback coming into the league. I think he didn't pretty much show that he not. I don't see him getting much better than he already is, man. So, I mean, I don't know if you were serious with that one.
I
ain't seen much of Daniel Jones.
You had a joke one, so I mean, I had a little joke one for you.
I ain't seen much of Daniel Jones, but fuck that. I'm taking him over Mitch. I mean, at least Daniel Jones got another year or two. We can see if he gonna really be that dude. Mitch, I'm done. I'm all the way off the Mitch train, son. It's not happening for me. I got a tough one for you.
I'm listening, bro.
Based off what we've seen so far, you build a team. Who you taking? Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes?
That's a hard one.
Yes, it is. I ain't realized that hard when I first thought of it.
They kind of like the same player.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my god. I got Mahomes. I guess I gotta go with Mahomes, man. My homeboy.
It's hard to argue against Patrick Mahomes. I ain't even gonna lie. But
my homeboy, bro, he had
I ain't
some
gonna lie, bro.
unbelievable last seasons, bro.
Hey. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Mahomes got a team around him.
Hey,
I really do think Russell Wilson, just the fact that he's literally, I want to say completely carried. I say he carried that fucking offense. Like, no lie, bro. Wilson been that offense. Shit, most of the time, the team that Seattle defense ain't been shit since the Legion of Boom been gone.
That's only been 2 years, though, bro.
That ain't been no 2 years, man. It's been about 3 years, 4 seasons.
That's not 4 seasons. I know for sure it ain't been 4. That's
the
like
LOB?
2, 3 years. Yes.
That's not been 2 years.
No, I'm telling you, that's been like 2 years, bro.
How that defense been looking since then?
Horrible.
Exactly. Like Bobby Wagner, and that's it.
See, look, it stopped in 2018.
Damn,
last year, 2018.
I feel like that was so long ago. So time be moving. Shit.
2 years.
Okay, well, you're right. That's 2 years. Damn, man, football years be feeling long.
Like forever, bro. Be feeling long. I thought they need to have some. I mean, want longer seasons, but I know that do a toll on their bodies.
Oh yeah, for real. Yeah, but I mean, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I really love Mahomes. It's hard not to. I gotta go with Russ. I gotta go with Russ. I have.
Wait a minute.
It's not too many people. Honestly, it's not too many people in the league I'm taking over Russell Wilson.
I gotta stick with Mahomes, bro. Mahomes, that dude. Even though I did see something with, and you wanna know what's crazy? Like some of the arguments they make about Matthew Stafford, bro. Some of them just be so outlandish, like disrespecting them wise.
See, my thing with Stafford is people do disrespect Stafford because, like, no lie, son, like, you cannot sit here and say that Stafford has not carried that team. Like, anybody who would say that Stafford hasn't carried that team would be bullshitting, man. So some of the Matt Stafford I see, slander that I see be pissing me off too. You know, I ain't even a Lions fan. Yeah. But like, let's be honest here. Stafford ain't no scrubs, man. Like people talk about he be padding stats. Fuck, he the only person on the goddamn team that be doing anything. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Especially when you got to play from behind and shit. Like how many comeback Stafford got? Like a lot of them motherfuckers. You feel me? Like come on, bro.
For record,
How many comebacks he got
yeah.
robbed of in his career? Like that don't count for nothing pretty much now because he was robbed of them.
Yeah.
Like come on, bro. Like I don't understand that shit.
I mean, somebody was like Matthew Stafford walked so Mahomes can. Matthew Stafford crawled so Patrick Mahomes can walk. So,
for one, that don't make sense. I would say Russell Wilson.
No, I mean, as in some of the passes Patrick Mahomes be making.
Like man, Russell Wilson makes some crazy passes too.
Side-on passes
like, and shit.
A lot of those type shits.
Like I said,
kind of throws.
It's so hard to argue against Mahomes.
The more unorthodox throws, you know.
Right. It's so hard to argue against.
Them, but they would Matthew Stafford doing them. They shit on him about it.
So you think you put Mahomes on Seattle, it'll be the same?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't.
Maybe not as many wins. I mean, I don't know.
I think if you put Russell Wilson on that Chiefs team, it's the same thing, honestly. Look, people gonna kill me for saying that. I'm serious. I really just think that highly of Russell Wilson, saying. I seriously do.
All right, well, look. In the paint, I say in the paint. Think about basketball. In the pocket, Russell Wilson do some crazy shit.
Out the pocket.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, like losing somebody in the pocket without leaving out of the pocket. Just losing somebody inside the pocket. Right. I've seen Russell Wilson do some crazy shit. Yeah, but I can also see Patrick Mahomes doing the same shit.
But do you think Patrick Mahomes winning as many games with that same Seattle team as Russ been winning?
I mean, that came with experience, though.
But see, again, that's another reason why I say I'd rather take Russ. Like I think Russell Wilson is
from what we've seen, though. But I mean,
yeah, because I said from what we've seen because Patrick Mahomes haven't been in the league as long. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, man. Mahomes a bad motherfucker, son. Like I'm it's hard right now arguing against Mahomes, no lies, man. It's nothing to really argue against them. Like, dude, a beast. And he gonna be a beast. Like, unless he get injured, which I pray to God that nothing happened to the Dukes. I enjoy watching Mahomes, dude.
Exactly.
But, I mean, shit. Russ, bro, like, I feel like Russ just kind of got the Drew Brees treatment where he in the era with a bunch of other people around him. So he kind of get overlooked. Like, this year, everybody like Russell Wilson been a sleeper MVP. I'm like, why? He been this the same shit Russ do every season. What the fuck different? You know what I'm saying? Dude should have been got MVP. I feel like Russ gonna fall in that same category of basically what Brees fell in throughout his career. You feel me? There's so many other people around him with so many more exciting teams. Well, he on a team where it's just all him pretty much, and the team ain't that exciting as they used to be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what's gonna happen with Wilson. So I've been trying for the last couple of minutes to argue against Mahomes. It ain't no arguing against Mahomes. Yeah. Honestly, I would be stupid to say, especially at their age at this point. I wouldn't take Patrick Mahomes. I mean, seriously. But damn, it kind of hurt to say not Russell Wilson. And I ain't gonna lie. I feel very highly of Russell Wilson. But look, this shit. You good over there, my nigga?
Yeah, I'm going straight.
Oh shit! I shook the table right quick, son. Shaking the room and shit. You good, bro? You good? Let's get into we taking a while on these, so let's get into one of the three-way verses I had. I think this is a good one. Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott, Jared Goff. Who you taking? I'm not taking Jared Goff. I'm sorry. That's not happening.
I was going to say Jared. Jared was the last one on my mind. Carson Wentz.
Okay. I thought this was going to, when I wrote this down, I thought this would be a better argument. But, I mean, we thought Goff was going to be that dude. But I would never say Goff.
He gave us that one, and that's it.
Maybe he'll come back. I mean, I think Goff all Sean McVay, honestly.
Yeah, all Sean McVay and Ty Gurley was there too. So it took some of the heat off him, a lot of the heat off him. they ran Ty Gurley into the ground.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
I mean, yeah, I guess it's just a two-way race. It's not as close to it for the three as I thought it would be. I'm taking Wentz too.
I'll take
Now,
Carson.
you know, I used to shit on Dak for a lot of seasons, but after last season,
last
Dak
season I
kind
give
of
him
put
his
us on
fucking
notice.
props.
I'm like, Dak ain't playing. You feel me?
Dak was trying to
out
get
here.
the bag, bro. Dak was trying to get that bag.
Oh, I'm taking Wentz. I think Wentz a more talented quarterback than all three of them. Both of them. When he healthy though. Now, see, my knock on Wentz is, can this dude stay healthy all season?
True.
Like for real, man. Like I just like that season he was about to win MVP. I still think he should have fucking won that shit. Like I don't think it was some bullshit they gave that shit to Brady. But yeah, like dude, he a beast. A healthy Wentz is a beast, dude. But can this dude stay healthy, bro? Not just that. Now I was about to say, I heard people use this knock on him that game we came to New Orleans and they got the shit stomped out of him. The Saints team was just a dog that season. You know, like so. I won't hold that against Wentz. I mean, then we was hot at that time. We played them too.
Yeah.
And if you look at the Eagles, dude, like the fact that they even made the playoffs the last couple of seasons is just like last 2 seasons since that Super Bowl is, bro, that shit crazy to me. Like that team been beat the hell up.
Cannot stay healthy for shit.
And some kind of way they pulled through. Like I don't think that's not just on Wentz, you feel me? But I mean, when he playing at 100%, do the dog. I don't think Dak fucking with Wentz if Wentz all the way healthy, you feel me? Like at all. Now, I'm saying that, but I mean, after last season,
Dak was cooking, bro.
Dak was cooking, so I can't even shit on Dak no more. Like, I know we used to shit on Dak all the time, but like I said, it's just one seat. Well, I can say just one. Dak been pretty consistent, but dude ball last season, bro. But the thing is, dude, Dak, is that against bad teams? You know, like, will he show up when he got to play like some of the good teams? Which is what was the problem for them this season? Like, they played winning teams.
Played a lot of bad. I mean, they played a lot of bad teams though.
They couldn't even beat the fucking Jets.
Yeah, and you kind of dropped some of the bad teams.
You know, and bro, the fact, bro, as talented as that team, well, they should have never let the Eagles win that division. Like, look, the Eagles was beat the fuck up. They had no receivers. Their secondary was banged up again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not like they got the best secondary in the league anyway, but man, they had pretty much nothing. That's what I like about the Eagles. So I you know how I feel about Eagles fans. I feel like they cry too fucking much for me, son. Look who talking. I mean, Saints fans cry a lot too. You know, I don't like that shit from them either, though. But honestly, I just like how the Eagles just thrive off that underdog shit, bro. Like it was you couldn't pay me after all them injuries. That I was like, ain't no way the Eagles making the playoffs this season. They pulled that shit off over a pretty much healthy Cowboys team. So, and I just feel like if Wentz was healthy, they could have probably got past Seattle. You know what I'm saying? In the playoffs.
Yeah. Got past. I thought they could have. They could have beat them.
No, I mean that's it. I don't think they would have went further than that. But even that would have been impressive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't see that going, beating Seattle. I didn't see that happening this season. They would have won the division. Like seriously, I think Wentz could have done it. So shit. Let's see. I guess we ain't gonna do too many more of these. I had one I wanted to do. I feel like you're gonna be like, fuck no. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Drew Brees versus Matt Stafford. Huh? No. Listen. I just did this because you a Lions fan and I'm a Saints fan. I feel like it would only be right. We would look like two pussies if we didn't bring up our own quarterbacks in this.
I tried to avoid this.
I know, I see we tried to stretch this out till the episode got too long, but I wasn't gonna forget about that one. You knew it had to come out eventually, right? I think I left like 4-5 of these off. I left about 4-5 of these off. Now we might just do a rapid fire of the other ones I have, but this one I had to get at least somewhat in depth with that, bro. Like, who you taking, bro?
Taking a quarterback, bro.
You taking your quarterback?
Taking my quarterback, bro.
Can I argue some points against you right quick, okay?
I already know what points. We've already done this countless times over my life, bro.
I mean, I'm just
you cannot give me any points. I mean, I just want to take my quarterback.
I just wanted to know if you was being 100% honest.
I want to be okay with taking my quarterback. And,
so you said you don't want to argue Stafford against Breeze? What you're saying?
I don't.
Can you know why you don't want to argue Stafford against Breeze? I mean, if you want to, no, we got an audience. You want
to know why? You want me to elaborate on why I don't want to argue this?
Yeah, like, I mean, at least something. We gotta get the people.
I mean, I've argued that countless times with you over my life. I mean, you know how much I love Stafford. I hate how much people disrespect him, man. Well, and I don't feel like I don't like hearing my quarterback bashed.
Let's see then. Okay, maybe it was unfair how I approached that. Because I like Stafford too, a lot. I always did. Who's the better quarterback?
See, I just want to go quarterback.
I don't need you say it.
I'm sticking with my quarterback, bro.
You gonna go on record and say
you're not gonna make me do this.
Stafford a better quarterback.
I will tell you this off air. I'll tell you an answer off air, but on that I will never go against my quarterback, bro. Never.
So basically, what you're telling me right now is Matthew Stafford is better than.
If that's how you took
all time.
I'm telling you, if that's how you took that statement.
Okay. I give you that. I guess it's unfair for me to not make some points for my guys, man. I mean, what can I say? It's Breeze. I mean, who don't know? I'm not gonna argue the Super Bowl. I mean,
Matthew Stafford is the best quarterback all time. I will.
Please don't do it. Don't do it.
I will, bro.
You might have to throw a poll up on something. Breeze or Stafford. I mean, I'm not doing that. That's unfair. I just thought we owed the people that. So we couldn't, man, you could. We ain't no way we could have got on here and then not have debates and not say Breeze and Stafford. Like, come on, bro.
I refuse to go there.
But I ain't gonna lie, son. I mean, because you're right. Ain't no arguing. I mean, we know. Yeah, we all know.
Nah, we don't know.
We do know.
You think you know?
I mean, I'm not thinking nothing. I'm just telling you, like, we know.
Stafford, man. I mean,
I will say this. Stafford. If the Lions, start fucking around, and get a team around Stafford, if he decide to leave, I mean, New Orleans would take him with open arms. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would love for us to get Stafford.
Stafford can go to somewhere else where I can appreciate him still.
I'm gonna badger you about this for the next couple of weeks. I want you to know that, right? You didn't give me the debate I wanted. I don't think I'm gonna forget this shit.
Man, I can't give you that one, bro.
Okay, I'll give you that. Okay, I'll give you that.
I'm gonna dance around that one for a while.
Okay, you tapped around that one, I'll give you that, but don't think I forget. It's gonna come back up. It's gonna come back up.
Oh man.
I'll give you some rapid fire ones, son. Matt Ryan or Drew Brees?
Drew Brees.
Watson or Jackson?
Jackson right now, but I'm
Watson.
I'll take Jackson now.
I'm taking Watson.
Well, wait. Watson as a complete better.
Like, which quarterback you taking? Watson can't stay healthy. Why he can't stay healthy?
That O-line.
That O-line is fucking terrible.
That O-line. But hey,
nobody gonna stay healthy behind that shit. Like,
I'm basing it off just teams and what's going on, man. He not healthy, bro.
I'm taking Watson, though. That dude a fucking beast. Look, Jackson a beast too, but shit. Give me Watson, bro. Brady or Rodgers?
Brady.
Look at the one I threw at the end.
I don't know why.
I'm taking Brady too.
I don't know why.
I'm not debating it. We didn't have this conversation. Look, I like Rodgers. I'm always gonna respect Rodgers. I got a bad taste in my mouth for Rodgers for all the fucking excuses he get made, that people make for him, and
he overrated, bro. And I don't care who get mad. To an
extent, he is kind of overrated, son. Kind of. I'm not gonna say he, because we all know Rodgers is a dog, but basically, a lot of quarterbacks ain't entitled to some of the excuses that Rodgers been able to get. And for that, I don't like that shit.
Let me explain to you why I don't like that he gets excuses. You haven't won enough to get excuses.
Yeah, like Brady could get an excuse. You know what I'm saying?
But they refuse to give Brady an excuse.
I don't know about that. I mean, he got some excuses.
If they try to give Brady an excuse, people shut that shit down.
Well, people try to, but I mean, in all honesty, Brady just looked like shit this season. Now, people kept saying, "Oh, he ain't got no receivers." This ain't the first time Brady went out there when I know amazing fucking receivers and got shit done. He just looked bad this season. Like some of the throws Brady made just looked like, oh, this nigga old, son. He ain't, that arm ain't there no more. Rodgers then got some excuses. I'm like, especially from Breeze being my quarterback. I'm like, come on, bro. Y'all really gonna argue defenses with me as a Saints fan? Like, cut it out. Like, you ain't about to tell us that, oh, Breeze ain't do shit. Like, this dude ain't had them defenses the Saints had. Was like, come on. Rodgers had defenses worse than that? Miss me with that shit. I don't want it. It ain't nothing nobody could tell me about no fucking defense while you have a good quarterback at all. You know what I'm saying? So that just always kind of leave a bad taste in my mouth. But I do fuck with Aaron Rodgers, do the beast. And like, he's a dog. You know. But I'm taking Brady. You know, now that we didn't finish this, we ain't going to this the way I thought we would, but I could see us coming back to it. Anything else you got to add to this shit, man?
I mean, hey, I pretty much like the episode. I mean, y'all can comment on
James Winston on Marcus Mariota.
Woo, wait a minute. James.
I'm taking James, man.
I'm taking James, bro.
Fuck it, I'm taking James, man. Tell you, James is gonna lead us to the promised land in about a season or two. Promise you. We breeding a monster down here in New Orleans, man. Mariota, where the fuck he at? LA? Where is Mariota?
He's still free agent, I believe.
Oh, he got signed.
What?
Hey, look, I'm taking James, man. That dude, he gonna lead us to the promised land, bro.
Oh, he plays for the Raiders. He got traded to the Raiders.
Raiders. Okay, Raiders. I knew he went somewhere. But yeah. This was just to throw this up there. It's kind of crazy I throw this at the end of the episode. Oh, we've been running into some technical difficulties, trying to get shit straight for us to record and everything. So we've been kind of running behind on some of the episodes, but we plan on getting shit back right pretty soon here. So expect another episode from us soon. I'm kind of glad we kind of get back into the swing of things, because I ain't gonna lie, I missed. Like, it felt so good getting back into this shit. So like I said, if anybody have any requests, any feedback, any topics y'all want us to speak about, let us know, man. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We'll have those up on the screen, because I honestly cannot remember the names of either one of them at this point.
Oh, yeah.
But that's all I got, man. So if there's anything else you want to add, let us hear it, bro.
I still want y'all to go ahead and comment on that Matthew Stafford and Drew Brees situation. I mean,
yeah, please let us know who's the better quarterback between Drew Brees and Matthew Stafford. Please do that down below. Hit us up and let us know what you think. And also,
let me know if Aaron Rodgers is overrated to y'all or not. I mean,
Not only that, but if there's anything else you disagree with us about, you agreed about, let us know, man. If you got any other quarterback comparisons you want us to talk about, maybe we'll get more in depth in some of them, down the line. Let us know, you know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm about to say I'm rich. I mean, we could do a Freaky Friday right quick. I'm Rich.
So I'm Ted.
That's episode 5.